Today I'm going to be reviewing this Ford Mustang 2022 by Greenlight Collectibles, 1/64 scale, and it's part of the Showroom Series 2. I'm going to go into it in real detail, but just as a summary, absolutely fantastic casting. If you have any interest in this Ford Mustang and you're a diecast collector, this model I definitely recommend. It's got opening parts, which I'll show you later, and it rolls really well. Be brilliant for, you know, dioramas, diecast photography, that kind of thing. And it's by Greenlight Collectibles, and I'm getting more and more into them. I think most people start off with Hot Wheels because they're just so accessible. Well, pretty much most of them are, but and then maybe Matchbox maybe, and then, you know, those who stay in the hobby, they kind of go on to other brands, in particular like Mini GT especially. But I have to say, you know, these other brands like Johnny Lightning, Auto World, Greenlight, that have been around for a while. You know, they also produce some very nice premium castings, and happy to share the ones that I buy for my own collection with you. Okay, let's take a look at the packaging. So this is the packaging. It comes in a completely sealed blister, and it's got this cool background. These are some of the other cars in the series in the back, and it mimics the showroom where these cars are sold. Now, what I really like about this is you've got here, this is series 2. I'll just zoom in, there we go. What I like here is you've literally got the invoice on the back from the sale, obviously minus the buyer's address and all that stuff, but just for the car itself, you've got the breakdown. So this was $65,230, which is really cool to add in. You've got all these little details here about the vehicle, what it's sold for. Here you can see base price 55k. Lots of other options that have been added on, and the destination and delivery was 1.4k nearly. So there you go. And this is a breakdown. A further breakdown can be seen here as well. So yeah, I mean, really interesting. All the features of this vehicle. And this is one of the coolest back designs on packaging that I've seen so far. So Greenlight, awesome, did a really cool job here. It's even got fuel economy, how much you spend, vehicle score. It's like pretty much 5 stars for everything. And then we just got the usual Greenlight stuff at the bottom here. So, you know, all in all, really cool packaging, and it's a good way to shake up the boring legal stuff. Right, let's get this open and take a close-up look at the 2022 Ford Mustang Mach-1. So out of the packaging, we have this quite heavy model. It's got wing mirrors, which is a bonus, as well as a spoiler. This is plastic, however the body itself and the base are metal. Tyres, look at that design of those rims in a gunmetal grey. It looks fantastic. Great detail in there. And they, for me, I like it because they roll super well. Let's take a look at the front here. So, painted headlights, done very cleanly. I'm going to zoom in here. Let's get this zoomed, there we go. And we can see all kinds of features. There we go. So we've got the grille, various lights, all in metal, which is great. It's just not like Hot Wheels where they've cut out a hole and then the plastic from the interior then becomes the grille. Nope, this is just all in one on the body, and that's it. We have some opening parts which I'll go through at the end. First, let's just have a look let's just do a wrap around of this vehicle. So from the side, we've got this Mach 1 with this red highlight line at the bottom and indicator at the back. Then moving to the back here, we've got this light headlights on the back, sorry, not headlights, rear tail lights, and 4 exhausts here, which are from the base that come up. Again, we've got all these vents and air intakes on the back. And it says Mach 1 right there on the back. And then here, the other side, pretty much the same. Underneath we have got, there we go, Greenlight Collectibles. Got the name, Ford Mustang, Mach 1 used under license, which is cool. You got a lot of detail here, which is great to see. And then the roof for the car, we see here this red stripe here, and it's also matte black over the engine. And then glossy black for the rest. Now inside, there's no opening doors, so I'll try my best to zoom in and show you what's happening inside if we can. So steering wheel is pretty accurate. They're doing quite a good job. You can see the dash here. In the back sort of invoice, it said they had like a 12-inch LCD screen involved, but I can't really see that. Maybe it's just behind the steering wheel, or here maybe it's that bit here. But all in all, there we go. It's got, you can even see the 2 like coffee cup holders. You can see the seats right here, and from the front we can see the dash, and you can look inside. Now let's get the engine hood open. So there we go, boom. This is pretty detailed. Normally it's when I see these kinds of opening parts, there's like a very basic engine design inside with not many highlights. This doesn't have many painted highlights, however there's a lot of detail in this, and it's really nice to see something replicated at this scale. It's even got this metal bar over here, so check that out, looking fantastic. So Greenlight, it's a really good standard of car, diecast car that you've made. I really hope you do continue it on, and looking to see some more sports cars from you guys. Actually, I've even done a video on Greenlight tanks because they're so well made, the detail wise, and yeah, this brand, really good balance. Okay, let's give this a spin on the turntable. Okay, so first I'll do it with the engine hood open, and then I'll close it later. So in terms of the silhouette, I mean, you just look at it and like, yeah, that is a Ford Mustang. It's undeniable. Very clear casting. It feels solid, like none of these plastic bits. Like sometimes in reviews on YouTube or anywhere, you just see it, you can only look at it, but you can't feel it. The plastic is solid. Like some brands, you can even move it around a little bit because it's not quite fitting. But this integration of materials, plastic, metal, the base, the different parts, the chassis, the upper, everything all together, a real smooth die-cast vehicle, and it's a good quality one. The wing mirrors, you know, proportionally, they're pretty massive, and I'm not sure if I showed it earlier, but they even tried to paint the inside of it silver to show it's like a mirror reflection. So big props for such small details to Greenlight Collectibles. But yeah, what a cool vehicle. Let's put the hood down now. I think maybe the taillights, they're pretty good, but maybe they could be delineated, I don't know what they call it, the tri-lights, or the pattern of 3. They could maybe delineate them a bit better, but that's a really minor thing. Maybe in the future the technology will advance and they can even do plastic headlights for these kinds of, you know, the way that they do the modern lighting. It's quite difficult to achieve, but I'm sure someone will find a way. So there we go. Hope you enjoyed this review. Really cool car, amazing replica at 1/64 scale by Greenlight. I do recommend getting it if you're interested in one. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this review. Do like and subscribe. I love diecast cars and Transformers. Sometimes I do the odd like movie review here and there if it's interesting. And you know, being I started this channel sort of just after the pandemic, and it's been a really good way to get into contact with all kinds of people in the diecast community. Really enjoyed it, just chatting and sharing really. So yeah, always happy to respond to comments if you have anything to feedback. Okay, until the next video, I've jibber jabbered on enough, so take care.